also, like the rest of us, been horrified about what Netanyahu. I mean, and you know I've been horrified about what Netanyahu has done in Gaza, and I've been horrified by the humanitarian disaster in Gaza. And what I said is that no additional offensive money for Israel, and that's how I voted. You probably saw in the NDAA, I voted against the NDAA. I don't know if you saw this, because in the end, so what happened was some of our European allies, thank you, and thank you. Some of our, how are you?
I'm hanging in there. My sister is in the West Bank suffering greatly right now. I need you to understand that.
It's not enough. You know? Like I see that there's no red line. Like, okay, I see your morals. Like I see where you're coming from, but at the same time, like, when is it too much? It's like there's no like, okay, they went over bounds, and they have gone over bounds.
It can be both sides.
Yeah. So let me finish what I was saying. So
you're telling us about the NDAA.
The EU made a rule they were not giving any more money to Israel. And so in the NDAA, they had language that said the U.S. is required to fill in that money for Israel. Did you know that? In the NDAA.
But you're certainly not required to vote for it.
I voted against it for that reason.
No, but
because I said,
$3.3 billion.
So the $3.3 billion, that was part of the overall package, and that's in the foreign operations budget, which funds all of our food and food to other countries. Yes, the foreign operations, which that budget was up again under the negotiation that I was talking about. The $3.3 billion to Israel was the last payment of a contractual obligation for defensive weapons that was made in 2016. And so that wasn't any additional money.
None of that holds today. Netanyahu has lied and lied about everything he said he would do. Your president and mine made it very clear that there was a ceasefire. Netanyahu and the IDF has broken that ceasefire every single day, never letting up. What's happening in the West Bank breaks your heart.
I know.
They're not just taking their land, they're not just killing, they blind the animals so they can't get away and they can't go back to where they came from. They kill their animals, they demolish their olive trees, their only way to make a living, and then they destroy their homes. So what is it that we have to honor when Israel has honored nothing? And it's not just Netanyahu, it's Israel. People get upset when you say that because it's Netanyahu.
It's a scapegoat.
I'm sorry.
Netanyahu.
Yeah.
It's not enough.
And all of the administration is with him, Ben Giver, and all the rest are there doing these horrible things, saying these horrible things. There's apartheid, first of all, that was from 1948, has existed. Why apartheid? No one said that the Israelis could come and take the land and then separate the people who actually live there. A lot of them were Jews and Christians. And they're apartheid? Why? So they could be separated and treated like animals. And this has been going on for years and years. I'm at fault. I did not read enough of Jimmy Carter's books. I did not know. I was, so with Israel and with what was happening since what Germany did all those years. I was there 100%. Until I started getting little glimpses of people who traveled there, who went there. You've been there.
Yeah.
So you know what's going on. I had one friend, a very Orthodox Jewish friend, who came home crying because she couldn't stand what she saw, how people were being treated. Jews are not Zionists. Jews are Jews. Zionists are Jews who, or maybe not Jews at all, but they have a whole different agenda, and their agenda is to take that land because 3,500 years ago, somebody told them it was theirs. How any intelligent person can believe that BS, I don't know. But I know it's Israel, and it's the people who live there, and like in our country, we live next door to Trumpers, right? Exactly, we can't kick them out. They're 50%. Well, that's what's happening in Israel. 50% of the people there do believe that it's their land, do believe that that Palestinians are less than human. They believe all of those things. It's Israel, and you gave money to Israel to keep doing what they're doing.
There's Leahy laws. Leahy's law says we don't give money to people committing war crimes, and they are committing war crimes. This is at the ICC, so I don't understand why you continue
Can I
to
just
do it.
say? Can I just say something real quick? For years, I have followed you. For years. I grew up in Denver, and I know you've been in office for a long time, and all the things that you've stood up for are things that we stand up for. And so I don't understand, because I personally met with you towards the beginning of this. It's been almost 2.5 years. I know you and I spoke one time before at one of the town halls you had. I would still love to meet with you. I've offered to meet with you, to talk to you, but I need you to understand your actions don't match the things that you are doing, like the things that you claim to believe in. Because from the first time we met you, you said, I believe in a ceasefire. I believe in a two-state solution. But the actions do not match. Do you understand that the $3.3 billion that was sent last week will continue to perpetuate an occupation that my family, my friends, my people in my village continue to be greatly and disgustingly affected by? I don't have the ability to grieve because there's no time to grieve. I have to keep fighting for my people, for my sister who is there right now and has to deal with the occupation, the checkpoints, the uncertainty daily, from day to day, because she doesn't know what to expect. I've had family where settlers have burnt cars in front of their homes and then sprayed the word revenge all over their home afterwards.
I hear you.
Livestock. My mom's village has been on Democracy Now! And on NBC because of the livestock, the cars, the homes. The occupation hasn't ended. It's gotten worse. Everything in Gaza is worse. Our families are not getting the aid that they deserve and need. The Israeli government, Netanyahu or not, they're all complicit. The Israeli government continues to break the ceasefire. There is no such thing as a ceasefire right now. I need you to understand that.
It is a genocide, and you haven't used the word genocide.
And I just want to.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Anti-Semitism
Yes.
is what hurts the most.
Yes.
It hurts
And this
the
is
most.
nothing-
They're not Semitic.
This has nothing to do
Okay,
with our Jewish
you guys,
brothers and sisters. I just want to say one final thing, because I want to circle back to our local issues here. When we send $3.3 billion there, you need to understand that in our children's school district, $60 million was just cut. And our kids are on an IEP. They happen to be on an IEP. That means they need more services that they are going to be deprived of because more positions have been cut as a result. And this is just the Jeffco School District. This doesn't include other districts in Colorado. Meanwhile, we have people freezing on the streets. I was up until midnight on Sunday helping people get rides because people are literally freezing on the streets trying to get from one place to another. We have our unhoused.
Okay.
We have our immigrant families that are unhoused, that are in need of help. Why aren't we? Our healthcare system is broken. We have people that are not getting covered for things that they need.
I completely agree.
The money should be here.
Priorities need to be different. And I will let you know, I listened to, that's why I met with you, and I met with many other groups. And as an elected official, I try to make my best judgments on all of this legislation, and and that's why I listen to you. Okay, I hear the passion in what you're saying, and I agree with much of what you're saying.
So you're voting the
but,
wrong way.
But okay,
You keep
It's
on-
truth. Get on
let's keep talking.
the internet.
Okay, let's agree to keep talking. And I do appreciate you. I appreciate you coming in.
What does that
We're straight
mean?
up PTA moms. You need to understand. Like for me, it's not
Yeah.
normal to do this. I normally
I
follow the
understand.
rules and stay ordered.
I understand.
But I'm here doing it.
But
because
you also need to understand, I'm trying to make my best judgments
We are
as
killing
elected official.
You can't make your best judgments if you're not learning about what's happening in Israel every day. There's no way.
I invite you,
Guys,
Representative
I gotta go.
DeGette.
Thank you for
Representative
failing
DeGette.
them and they're gonna die.
Representative DeGette, I invite you to come to my village and visit my home and see what it's like.